Carrying on with this idea of multiplying polynomials together, you can see next we're going to take a monomial and multiply it to a polynomial. So we're going to multiply those together. And these could be binomials, trinomials. We'll probably stop at trinomials. I won't make you do something with 4 terms in it. That's really long. What we're going to do is we're going to bring back that idea of distribution. So it's been a while since we've seen that, but you can see we're going to take this monomial of negative 7x and we're going to times it to this binomial of 5x minus 4y. And we've got this right here where we're going to take that negative 7x and multiply it to each term, distribute it. And you can see what that looks like in the next line. So we've got that 7x times the 5x squared, and now here we've got that 7x times that 4xy. Be really careful, since this was a minus, it follows down here. So this minus is this here, so this becomes this one here. The negative came from the 7, so this was the negative 7x in the first place. Then we do what we did above, where we rearrange everything. Now, once again, this part's optional. Once you get really good at this, you don't need to rearrange anymore. But we can see the negative 7 times the 5, and then the x times the x squared. Same thing over on this side, which gives us this final answer, which is quite lengthy. Let's try one together. We're going to start by taking this 9x and distributing it to the 2x and then to the 5 here. So this monomial times that trinomial. We'll have 9x times 2x. Then bring down the plus. And now we've got 9x times that 5. I'm not going to rearrange it this time because I think this one's pretty simple. We're going to do 9 times 2 is 18. Don't forget there's that one there. X to the first times another x to the first will give me x squared. Once again, the 9 times the 5 will give me 45, and then the x. And that is my final answer. Just a reminder that these are not like terms, so please don't add these together. We can't add them together. This is an x squared and this is an x. Those are not like terms. Don't add them together. Moving on to example B, we're going to do the same thing. We've got this 4x cubed, and we're going to multiply it to each part here. 4x cubed times 3x, and then bring in that minus, and we've got 4x cubed times 7. Now notice I did put the negative here. I did not apply it to the 7, but you need to either have a plus or a minus. You've got to have something to separate those two groups. Now I'm going to multiply that 4 times that 3 to give me 12. And then the x times the x to the first. That looks a little funny, but we'll stick with it. And I've got x to the fourth. Here, I've got a minus. I'm going to do 4 times that 7, 28. And then x cubed doesn't get multiplied to anything. It's just x cubed. I'm going to give you a moment to try example C on your own, and I'll give you the answer in just a moment. This one's a little bit trickier since we do have this negative 6a here and then another negative 6a. So I brought down my minus. This negative stayed with this. We're going to have to make sure we clean some things up here. Let's start with this. There's no numbers to multiply, so I get, let's see, just a 6 and then a to the third. And here I've got this minus, but a negative 6 times 6 will be a negative 36. And then we've got a times a, so that will be a squared. We've got a small problem right here. You should never leave these as two negatives like that. Two negatives will always make a positive. So this will actually be positive 36a squared. Now, some of you will get to the point where you can do some of this in your head and you won't have to quite show this much work, but when you're first learning, it's important to slow down and really take your time. On example D, we've finally got our first trinomial. So there's 1, 2, 3 terms here. We're going to multiply 3 times. So I've written it out. I've got the negative 7uv times the 12u. Notice I put it in parentheses whenever it's a negative, except for the first one. It's really important you put those parentheses in so we don't make as many mistakes with those negatives. And we're going to multiply it by that 6v there. And then minus, that's the minus from here, negative 7uv times 11. So negative 7 times 12 is negative 84. You might need a calculator there. This is where this gets a little tricky and you might want to rearrange things, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do u to the first times u to the first. That would be u squared. And then I've just got a v. There's no v there. And finally, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this double negative. So remember, I've got a plus and a minus. So a plus and a minus, that will stay a minus. 7 times 6 would be 42. There's no u, but there are 2 v's. So v times v would be v squared. Once again, we've got this negative and a negative, so 2 negatives. We'll make a positive. I've got 7 times 11, so that's 77. There's no extra u or a v, and that's my final answer. That's a really hard one. So let's see, and I'm just kind of wondering, how are you guys feeling so far? Leave me some notes if you have any questions, and then we're going to jump into the backside where we're going to do binomials and larger times other larger polynomials.